Today we will discuss Pascal's law. According to Pascal's law, the external static pressure applied on a confined liquid is distributed or transmitted evenly throughout the liquid in all directions. The static pressure acts at right angles to any surface in contact with the fluid. Pascal also found that the pressure at a point for a static fluid would be the same across all planes passing through that point in that liquid. Pascal's law is also known as Pascal's principle or principle of transmission of fluid pressure. In 1653, Pascal law was by French mathematician Blaise Pascal. Now the formula for Pascal law is as follows. F is equals to P times A. F is the force applied, P is the pressure transmitted, A is the cross-sectional area. Now the derivation for Pascal's law. Let us consider an arbitrary right angle prismatic triangle in the liquid of density ρ. Since the prismatic element is very small, every point is considered to be at the same depth from the liquid surface. The effect of gravity is also the same at all these points. So you can see in this diagram, in this figure, force F2 is acting on plane ABDC. Force F3 is acting on plane CEFD, and force F1 is acting on plane ABEF. Side AC is B, side AB is D, side AE is A meters, and side CE is C meters. And the force F1 is acting on face ABFE perpendicular to this plane. Since this plane is making an angle theta with horizontal, so we can resolve the force acting on this plane in its two rectangular components, F1 sin theta and F1 cos theta. Let AD, BD and CD be the area of faces ABFE, ABDC and CDFE respectively. Let P1, P2 and P3 be the pressure on the faces ABFE, ABDC and CDFE respectively. Now the pressure exerts a force which is normal to the surface. Let P1 exerts a force F1 on the surface ABFE, P2 exerts a force F2 on the surface ABDC, and P3 exerts a force F3 on the surface CDFE. Therefore, force F1, F2 and F3 is given as F1 is equals to P1 multiplied by area of ABFE, and this is equal to P1 AD. AD is the area of face ABFE. Now F2 is equal to P2 multiplied by area of ABDC, and this is equal to P2 multiplied by BD. BD is the area of face ABDC. Now F3 is equal to P3 multiplied by area of CDFE, and this is equal to P3 multiplied by CD. CD is the area of CDFE face. Also from the figure we can say that sin theta is equal to B upon A and cos theta is equal to C upon A. Here we are using simple trigonometry. So the net force on the prism will be 0 since the prism is in equilibrium. So we can write F1 sin theta is equal to F2 and F1 cos theta is equal to F3. So here we are equating the forces which are acting along same direction. Here we are comparing the vertical forces and the horizontal forces. F1 sin theta is the horizontal force and F1 cos theta is the vertical force. So now putting the values of F1 in these equations, we will get P1 AD multiplied by B upon A, and this is equal to P2 multiplied by BD. And the second equation is P1 multiplied by AD multiplied by A upon A, and this is equal to P3 multiplied by CD. So in equation 1, A on left hand side will cancel out with A and BD will be cancelled out on both sides. Similarly in equation 2, on left hand side A will be cancelled with A and CD will be cancelled on both the sides. So you are left with P1 is equal to P2 and P1 is equal to P3. So from these two equations we can say that P1 is equal to P2 is equal to P3. Hence Pascal law is proved. Okay, thank you.